too much. They got nothing to say. Some people got the right words and they're what we need to hear.
And another one.
Another one. Cheers, ladies.
We the best.
Okay, you girls ready? Let's see if it's juicy.
Oh, we want it juicy. We want it juicy.
Okay. What are your thoughts on online dating, and have you ever tried?
Ooh. I've never tried though. Did you?
I tried once, but it was an experiment. That's when I started my blog, and I wanted to like see what it was all about and like what kind of guys are on it. Okay. In my experience, the stereotype is true. They are weird. Okay, the men on that are weird. I mean, shit, maybe they thought the same thing about me, but I don't know. So I went on 2 dates through like online dating, and one of them, the guy fell asleep at the table.
No way.
He got wasted.
Are you serious?
I kid you not. He got wasted. I was falling asleep. It was horrendous. Okay.
No.
But it made for good stories.
I've never done it.
No.
I like swiping for friends. I'm like, girl, you should do
Like
that.
on Tinder.
Yeah. I like doing it for
but
friends.
see, I didn't. Back in my days, there was no Tinder, so it was really like you create a full-on profile and like what I mean. Like it was like the old school
You're talking
websites.
about old.
Like Match.com.
Exactly.
okay.
Exactly.
No, it
Ooh,
was Do
Match.com
You Look
is good,
Good?
too.
Me, it was Do You Look. Do you remember Do You Look Good?
No.
It was
Was that a
before
Canadian
There was
thing?
Plenty of Fish. Plenty of Fish was
I
popular
heard
back
Plenty
then.
of Fish.
But Do You Look Good? It was just like a really old website where you just post a picture and guys would like just like give you a
Beautiful People.
kind of. It was
Yeah.
like that, but I think it was like the
Do
version
you guys
of
know
French
Beautiful
version.
People?
No, I don't know that.
So they have to vote you in.
That's it.
So I did go on that.
Oh, okay. See?
Hilarious.
And I was just like kind of scared that I wouldn't be voted in.
That's it.
And then
That's
I was
it.
just like, oh no. And then they were like, congratulations, you've been voted in. I was like, oh, woo, hallelujah.
You're like, of course.
Yeah, and then there's only supposed to be everyone who's on this site is voted in.
That's
and
it.
people can be declined.
Absolutely.
And I remember my ex at the time was declined. And he was just
Do You
like,
Look Good was the same thing. It was
It's
absolutely the
embarrassing.
same. I know. And I went on a date with a guy from Do You Look Good? And it was okay, but they're a bunch of weirdos.
Right. I just don't think it's the best strategy because, well, first of all, it's so superficial that, when you meet someone in real life, yes, you see how they look,
Right.
but there's also like this chemistry, right, that
Yeah.
you feel right away. And even if they're not maybe the best looking, you vibe with that person,
Right.
and so you still give it a shot. Whereas when you're just looking at someone's profile, there's nothing to really
someone
go
recently
for
had an
besides
argument with
looks.
me about this when I was in San Francisco with Dynamite, and one of the girls that was there on the production team was about to be married, and she met her husband on Tinder.
Okay.
And then her two friends had basically met their future husbands on Tinder as well. And I was just like,
It's the States, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it different?
I think it's different.
I know someone who got married with someone they met on Plenty of Fish.
How is it different from like the States than from Canada?
Well, I think so.
Okay, I did Bumble for a month
How was that?
while I was still married. It was an experiment.
held on
no,
to this
I know. I'm letting you guys talk. I'm like, I'm gonna bring us home. Okay.
Explain.
It was an experiment me and my husband did when we were still married.
But what
Because
is
our marriage was kind of breaking down, and so we're like,
So
hey,
you did it and he did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we opened up our relationship for like a month, and we went on Bumble. And Bumble works like the girl has to allow the guy to talk to her.
Yeah.
So basically, there's this long line of guys waiting to talk to me.
The
You
woman
know.
has the control.
Yeah. So for me, it was fun. Like there were all these guys, and my ex, there was like no girls, and so he was really, really jealous. And I was like, wow, like what do you expect? Like, are you serious?
Right.
But I met like a few guys,
And how was it?
and it was nice. Like, I asked every guy who I talked to, what are you most passionate about?
Okay.
Like that was like the breakthrough question. Like based on their answer, I was
Right.
like, okay. One guy was like, oh, veganism. Another guy was
you were
like
loving
chess.
You were
Huh?
loving that veganism.
Huh?
You were loving the veganism guy, weren't you?
You know what? We had a really great connection. You know, I'm still like in touch with all of them. Like they still all like kind of like try to talk to me. So.
Oh, hold on. Forget the guys. What did this do for your marriage?
Okay, that's what I wanted
that's
to
what
know.
I
Okay, it was bad. Like it brought up all this. Like
The issues.
my husband thought that he could handle me being with someone else, and he really couldn't. He was,
Was it
so
your
jealous.
idea or was it his idea?
It was both of our ideas. It was kind of like
They're
we
like,
had,
what can
like
we
we
do
had
to-
this conversation, and it just kind of moved into this place.
Was
of,
it to spice things up?
I guess.
Or just to try
But-
something
So it was
different?
kind of fun because we would talk about it. Like I would
Okay.
tell him about the guy, and then I would tell him like when I'm because we were like
I was
talking.
on a show. There's a show on Netflix where they do this, and like
Really?
there's a show on Netflix.
Really?
It's like it's actual. It's like it's not like a reality show. It's like a show where there's like
Right.
Yeah.
like how would you say it? Like there's dialogue, but like
It's
anyways,
scripted.
and they do
Yeah.
this, and there's like supposedly there's an app when you want to bring someone else into your relationship or be open, and like you can
Okay.
both like.
I think we even tried this app before.
Okay.
Yeah. But basically,
But it
like
didn't help.
no, it all broke down because once I no, this like kind of ended our marriage. Right?
Oh my god.
No, because once I hooked up with the one guy, the vegan guy,
And did you tell him about it?
Not
and
the
I told
vegan
him
guy.
I came home, I told him about it, and he was like literally like dry vomiting, like he like flipped out.
But
Like,
what did he think was
lost-
gonna happen?
I agree.
He thought
can't open that
he thought
can
he
and
could
not
handle
think
it,
that,
but he
like-
couldn't. Like I didn't really care about whatever girl he was
I already
talking
know
to.
Why
I
did you
See-
tell him? It was a rule that you
Yeah.
guys had to tell each other?
Yeah.
Right, because
it
you
was.
have to. I mean, if you choose to do this together, you have to.
It was completely
it
open.
honest,
It was like
yeah.
open, you
There's
know.
no secrets at this point. It's
Because
like
it's not
it's open,
cheating.
right?
It's part of an
Yeah.
agreement.
It was
Some
really
people
strange.
do have open relationships that are
And for
very.
some people, it works
I
for
would
them.
kick that girl's
I
ass.
don't think it would. Yeah,
It
I'm
would not-
like.
It wouldn't work for me.
I'm a generous person, but not when it comes to my man.
I'm
Okay.
like a detective or something that pops up. I'll be like, should I just get on the plane and see what's happening? Vince is like, what are you
So at
doing,
the end, did
weirdo?
you like your experience at the end?
I mean, I wouldn't do it again.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
you
I-
wouldn't recommend it for a
Would
married
you?
couple.
Yeah.
For a married couple,
Yeah. Like if a married couple came to you and said, "What advice would you give for us to spice things up?" Would you be like, "Try an open relationship"?
No, I would say like do like bondage, like because my no, my husband loved that. My ex loved that. Like okay,
role play or something.
no like
She said bondage.
okay, guys like
You
that.
said, yeah, but you said it like it just rolled off your tongue.
No,
like
because
it's
that
like-
was another thing that we were doing with my ex. Like we were
Okay.
doing Bumble, and then like he liked to be tied up and whipped. He loved it.
I asked my husband once if he liked that. He's like, no. And I was like, you don't want to be. He's like, I don't want you to spank me.
They liked
no.
it. Oh, he liked it,
Yeah, no.
and I liked whipping.
No.
So
I don't like none of that.
girl!
You need to no. I'm like you need to be gentle. Don't rough me up because I will fight you. Okay, we're not doing
This
that.
one was straight up.
Oh,
like,
hell
no,
no.
Don't put any kind of. He was just like, cause you might take it too
like
far.
the gag and everything. No, you do. I was like,
Memories of your childhood coming
Say,
back
you're
into
like,
play.
safe word, safe
it's
word.
good.
So it was a
It's
50
good.
Shades of Grey
Take
kind
out
of-
all your frustrations.
50 Shades of Grey.
I
It was
did
fun.
read that book like it was nothing. I was like,
That's so funny.
That is.
Yeah, no, it would
So
not
Bum-
be a
Bum-
good idea.
Bumble.
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 Okay. Never heard of that before.
You've never heard of
No.
Bumble?
No.
Yeah.
I'm really
They
not
do
into
for,
that
but for
stuff.
dating,
Yeah.
oh my god, not for
Guys.
dating though. There's so many apps
Yeah.
and like
Bumble is
Websites
interesting
and
for
stuff.
women only because women have the
power.
The
The
power. But I heard about an online dating site where it's only celebrities.
okay.
You have to
And
qualify.
You
Yeah,
have to
I've
qualify.
heard of
They
that.
have to be referred.
And they also look
Okay,
at your
that's
bank
better.
statements.
Yes, they do.
No way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and
as
then,
a
like-
You know
woman
what?
and as a man.
That's
Yeah.
good though.
They
It
look at your.
is.
'cause
That's
if you're gonna
good.
be at that
That's
level
good,
with these
'cause, like,
people,
some of my
you can't be-
girlfriends
it's not a sugar daddy or
Are
sugar
really
mama.
high
it.
maintenance, and they date a guy, and they're like wondering if they can afford him, and I'm like, ask him for his bank statement.
Can you imagine on the first date? So what is your social security number?
Are you a millionaire?
Basically, what they ask for all those details,
But
and like you have
actually-
to like be able to
But
qualify.
doesn't it
But
take
it's
some of the
good, though.
romance out of it?
I
Out of
think
the
for some
discovery.
people, I think for some people, like when they're casually dating and some, like they just don't want to. They want to make sure people are there to just like actually get to know them, not like
Yeah.
I want you to buy me this and I'm
Right.
with you because of your money and stuff. You know,
Trevor
like
Noah.
maybe Trevor Noah found his girlfriend on it.
Exactly.
On this website?
On this
Yeah.
website. Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
What is it called?
Remember the name? I will find it for you,
Yes,
honey. Because
yes.
you need to go on that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's like making a mental note.
what was it like? You had to at least be making like $400,000 or $500,000.
But you think this is a
No.
good thing? Do you think that this is like something that's
I think that-
constructive
I don't
to
think-
dating?
I think that it's a very specific demographic
Okay.
Right.
of like men who just don't want to be a sugar daddy
That's it.
when they're dating.
That particular website, but I mean like online dating in general, do you think that it works in helping people build like real connection?
I didn't until I got in an argument with this woman. And she was like, "You've never even been on it. How dare you? Like, whatever."
Yeah.
And she's marrying her husband. And I was just like, "All right, well."
Yeah.
I think
so.
I think it works.
I think maybe now because it's more accepted, you probably have a better quality of options on
Right.
there. I think back in the days, it was more like weirdos.
When you did it.
When I did,
Yes.
yes.
But
I
remember,
do
back
think
in
it's
the
better
days-
now.
For sure.
Back in the days, we used to go out in clubs, okay?
Yeah.
To, like,
That's how I
meet
met my husband. I met him in the
There
club.
you go.
And now people are like, "Oh, old school." I'm like, "Is that old school?"
You know, we used to go out and, you know, dance and meet guys. That's where we
Yeah, I met him in the club.
used to do.
Right.
And now that if you see the nightclubs are empty because either
They are empty.
they are empty, they're all closing because of the apps.
Right.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Absolutely, because it's easier now to meet people online. So
Girls can like just like swipe and like.
and yeah, you know,
Like you
let's
go
say-
out, you rather go out like at a friend's house and like just have a good time, not have to spend money at a
Exactly.
bar.
Right.
But it was our time. It was nightclubs where you could meet.
I mean, my husband and I met through a mutual friend.
Right.
But I have to say, I was always one of those people who was like, I'm not going to meet my future husband in a club. There's no way it's going to be in a club. You know what I mean? I was so corny. I was like, I should go in the library and just sit there. Maybe I'll meet
That's
like
hilarious.
an intellectual.
Coffee shop.
Yeah.
Funny. I don't think a lot of the women that I know who've actually met their husbands in the club weren't looking for husbands in the club.
Exactly.
Like I wasn't looking for a man. Like I actually
Right.
told him straight up, I'm here for a girls trip. I'm not trying to like.
Absolutely.
Gave him my business card and was like, if he follows up, he follows up. If he doesn't, like he doesn't, and he followed up, and
Yeah.
like that's what got it. I'm trying to think of the other two girls. No, they weren't looking for them. They just were persistent after they
Wow.
needed.
Yeah.
I
Persistence
had my
works.
boyfriend. Yeah.
My ex got me like that. He kept on calling me. I was like, stop calling me. And then finally I was like, okay, like we can go out. And then, God, a mistake.
Not a mistake. Not a mistake.
A lesson. Cheers.
girl.
Yeah.
But no, so I don't know. I think that like long online dating is just something that, for me, is odd. And I think it's just instant gratification for a lot of people. The swipe, but actually going through it, I find that perhaps that's like a whole different level of like
Right.
getting out of like your comfort zone.
I think it's kind of bad because it makes people like really look at people from a really superficial perspective, like swipe, like, oh, you don't have green eyes, or you're not 6'1",
Yeah.
or
Right,
you
that's
don't
what I'm
like.
saying.
It's
I think-
really,
Do you think
Something's
that you'll
missing
start
there.
dating like this, like on online, or do you?
No,
like,
I don't. I can't do that.
So how do you?
I'm very
date?
much. I need to meet someone like in person.
So is it like-
I want it to be like this organic,
So friends like putting you together.
Yeah, it happens. Like mutual friends.
How are you meeting people nowadays?
We're like all over you.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I'm the single one, right?
Yeah.
I actually don't really date.
okay.
Okay.
No, I'm in like a no dating kind of
Vibe.
phase. Like no sex.
But there's a lot of scams, online though too, because I was watching this white man being super pissed off because he got scammed by an African woman. Like she was, he was sending money all over to Africa because
Sounds like
She
90
wanted-
Day Fiance.
she wanted
But
to
I
come
still
here.
can't believe people get caught in that.
But you know why? I realized, no, but listen to me. I realized that a lot of men and a lot of women are alone. They feel totally, alone.
Right.
They have nobody.
And so they're vulnerable to
And that's
get caught
why
up in
the
these
online thing maybe is working.
Yeah. But see, I would push more, like if one of my girlfriends were like, I feel alone and like I want to try online, I would push more trying activities. Like take a cooking class, take a dance class, or
People
like
don't do that
because I
anymore.
feel like you learn a new skills. It gets you out of your house.
Absolutely.
It gets you to be social, and at the very least, you'll make friends out of it.
Cooking classes are actually
You
very
know?
fun.
It is.
Yeah.
It is super fun. But I don't think people want to go out. I think people are really lazy.
But that's part of the
nowadays.
problem, and that's why I would encourage it, because people are just so individualistic.
They're lazy, absolutely. I think we're just like, it's so easy. We have our phones, we open the app, and you see his face, yes or no.
I'm really social. I meet guys all the time. I don't, so.
She's like, it's raining men.
Hallelujah.
And also, I'm an alpha. Like if I like a guy, like I'll let him know. Like I don't waste.
Oh yeah, you're a chaser? Like you're more like a...
She just doesn't waste time, right?
I'm just an alpha. I mean, I don't mind being the aggressor. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm not.
I know, we saw this
I'm not
with
the kind of girl who's like, oh well, he didn't call me. Like if I really like someone,
You're gonna call.
yeah.
You see, but this is why when my behind is single, I stay single for a long time.
Me too.
Because I'm like, I'm okay by myself. And I'm like, I'm okay. I don't get lonely. I like to stay home.
I'm okay by myself, but I want some
I'm like not worried about it.
D,
Her
sometimes
vitamin.
vitamin D sometimes, this winter, no sun.
Winter is long hair.
Winter is coming, girl.
Yeah, it is
is
coming.
coming.
But I don't know. And I'm also very like particular. It could be the smallest thing, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is not gonna work.
Oh,
so
really, yeah?
I stay single for a long time when I am single.
I don't like men with bad breath.
I don't think anyone likes
I don't think any girl like men with bad breath.
Or like
And you see, at least those bad breath men, they have a shot with online dating.
yeah,
Boom.
because you can't smell their breath. I've had that before in a date where he's like, "How are you?" And
You're like, yeah, it's over.
it's over.
How about we just have
That's why I
coffee?
can't
Let's skip the meal. No dessert.
Yeah,
Check, please.
That's why I can't date though, because like to me, I'm like mean. Like if I can't go out with someone who I don't already like. If I go and it's like this, like I would literally like just like leave.
So your vegan guy, how did you know you would like him?
Well, I felt we had good chemistry, like talking and everything. And then
Online.
yeah, and then as soon as I saw him in person, like it was like immediate, like oh, I like him, energy-wise, So it was kind of easy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think
was kinda
online
lucky.
would work for me.
I don't think
Because
it
it'd
would
be
work for me
anything. It'd be like, he didn't answer this question properly, so no. Or like, there's a spelling error.
Oh, the spelling errors. The spelling errors. Oh my God. Especially in French. French is a very tough language.
It's hard to write. Yeah.
It's very hard to write. I'm a journalist, and the minute you write to me and there's like 5 spelling mistakes in one sentence, you're out. Ça va, S-A-V-A, out.
Oh no!
I got that. Ça va, S-A-V-A, and you're francophone, you're out. No chance.
Excuse, yeah. If he's anglophone, at least like you're like, okay, he's trying. But if you're francophone,
You're francophone, anglophone,
Yeah.
okay. I give you your chance.
I hear they don't really learn it properly here.
they should.
You're French?
They should.
Like in public school, like it's not like really strict.
That's another topic, but But when guys write to me, ça va, S-A-V-A, it's like I just want to kill myself. So
It has to be
Isn't it all
face-to-face.
about? Isn't the most important thing chemistry though? Like
But that's what I was gonna say.
chemistry
That's
isn't the
why
most
for
important, like, how
me, online doesn't work. I feel like you need to have that face-to-face chemistry. I need to evaluate how you move. Like my husband almost didn't get a second chance because on our first date, he ordered a salad, and I was like, a salad?
You ordered a salad?
I know.
That's
But
so
I'm like,
unlike
I look like a manly man. You better order some steak or something. Like,
maybe it was too nervous.
and especially if I'm not eating salad.
What did you eat? Girl, he probably saw your meal and was like, let me get this salad. It's
I had
cheaper.
a burger. I had a burger.
Yeah, that's what I
no.
was thinking. He's like,
So there was almost no second date, but I gave
For
him
real?
a shot.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
you're really late.
Yeah. I'm old school and I look at everything.
Wow, that's solid.
So I guess we could say for nowadays, it's probably a better platform than it was before.
Absolutely.
And for
Agreed.
some people, it works, different strokes for different